Hello everyone, so I'm technically going on a date tomorrow. When I say like going on a date, I mean the person who I might be dating is coming over. Um, and well, to put it bluntly, that's what my room looks like. So we've got some cleaning to do. So technically it's another get ready with me, or let's clean my room with me. But this one's got more context. Um, so yeah, I think I'm just gonna. We had a really weird event yesterday, and I'd like to sit down with you for this one. So obviously, as I was recording the favorites videos, obviously I mentioned Louis a few times and shit that happened that I didn't tell him, and then suddenly, while I'm recording Baby in Yellow, I get messages from Robert, and he's asking me who Louis is, and he tries to add Robert and Danny on Snap. Both of them do not give a shit what he says, but Louis is trying to spread that I had some very illegal content on my phone, and I was trying to bang someone who was way above my age. Which, well, no shit didn't happen. But the fact he's lying about that, like, we broke up, I want to say, November time, alright? It's now April. It's nice to know I'm on his mind, but I basically told him, pack it the fuck in, because it's pathetic. I don't know what he wants me to say. I think it's just fucking stupid. I'm still a little bit shocked. Like, I remember getting the message that, he's starting to talk to my mates, and my heart sank. I'm like, what the fuck? And I think it was more from anger, but at the same time, I also hadn't eaten that entire day, so I think it could have also just been that. I don't know whether I'm more pissed off that he's trying to shit talk me to my friends, or the fact he's lying and changing the story on how we broke up. But I don't know. He is genuinely fucking stupid though for that. And I really do hope he sees this because it's fucking pathetic. By this time, now, I'll be in my GCSEs. I think when the video comes out, I won't be in an exam, but I'll be coming out of the back end of one. Like, genuinely, I have my exams. That's fucking mental. That I've managed to get all the way through high school. And it feels like nothing, you know? As well as that, putting on a bright note, Danny thinks he's going to have to get to boss me around during his work experience week, and to his dismay, I literally will not be in the fucking school. I would have done high school and my exams, and then I've got to do all my prom prep, which means I'm going to have to get a shit ton of money. And by a shit ton of money, I mean like 40 quid, and try and, like, put a deposit on a limo. Because me and a few of my girlfriends, not girlfriends, but girl friends, are all, why the fuck do I have to specify girlfriends? There's a big gay flag there. You can't see it, but in the normal game videos you can. Except Baby in Yellow, because it was a mobile game. But defeats the point. We're all planning on getting a limo, or chipping in for a limo, and we're going to be going in a limo. I've already picked out my suit. I'm not going to show anything off yet until the day, but it's going to come out really, really later. We're looking like a few months from now because of how my schedules work. Like, if I'm still only in April and the videos I'm recording are in May, that would then mean by the time I get to May, my videos will be in June. And then I think I've got the Pride Festival to go to again, and I don't know whether or not I'm going to go with Abby and Robert. I know I said I was going to invite Danny because he's never actually been to a Pride Festival because he's never been invited. So I'm going to invite him to a Pride Festival. Got the house to myself for a few days. Come 2 days. So tomorrow I get to meet the guy I might be going out on dates with. And basically what the plan is to eat shit and watch movies. That is genuinely the plan. So ideally we need a bit of a shopping trip today. But yeah, I'm going to clean my room. But first order of business is I could really do with a cup of tea and some cereal. So once I've had my breakfast, I will be back. Okay, I've eaten now. So you guys are going to spend the majority of the video face down. Like that. Honestly, I don't think that's that bad. That's a decent angle. I'm 16, you pervert. Stop looking at my penis. Anyway, yeah, this is probably the angle you're going to spend the majority of the video at. Hint. This is what we're doing next. If you know what that game is, leave a comment. Tell me what it is. And you get a crisp high five. I've done nothing.
What if they could jump?
For those who couldn't tell, I was actually sorting out the Nerf bullets. I'm also trying not to get myself copywritten. Why is that 26 seconds in? That's like halfway through the fucking pop. Oh, it's 2 minutes. Hang on. I like Avenged Sevenfold. So I've repacked the Nerf war bag, and it's all the original guns. However, because I didn't realise, this gun can basically only fit in the red bag, which is okay. But I would prefer to be able to get all of them in one, because having to carry this, my silver bag and my red bag, to divide all my shit up between was really, really annoying. So I'm kind of just pushing on bit by bit, and you know, getting through a shit off my Nerf gun bit box, which is probably actually gonna stay in that for the moment in time. Oh fucking the boy, I would have fucking would. So you're just gonna get shot in the bag. Ideally, I could also do with probably switching all that over to there and using my black bag as my school bag. 1 minute. I'll be back cleaning in a moment. Family calls. I was literally about to say guess who's back, but it just occurred to me that you guys had like a second between the time I was gone for like a minute. Don't know why, but these bullets are weirdly fragile. There's something wrong with me. I really hope you can hear Bad Block Theatre music. But yeah, I've got to get back on the time lapse and probably shift all this fucking crap over. Oh yeah, the ballad songs that no one ended up using because they were shit. So I'm probably just going to bin them. On my ring knife. Go like that. And that's empty now. This is where I originally had all the bullets. This is where I originally had all the guns. Well, the majority of the guns. See, with this bag being taller, if I'm cheesy, I might be able to, you know. You know, I need this gun. Right, this bag. Right, let's get the time lapse set up. Well, that was actually pretty impressive. I've got all the guns in. Now for the attachments and bullets. Which I'm inevitably going to need to, or I've got to reopen the bullet bag to put that extra bullet in. And now I've got to get myself this lovely little thing. Obviously this bag's been splitting and ripping and that. I've had it for a while, is all I'll say. To be fair, I could probably just take one of the, I could probably take Ebony out and put it in here and make my life like 10 times easier, so I'm gonna do
because that way then it's only 2 bags I'm carrying. And 3 bags is one too many, 2 bags is just enough. And obviously the zips do get a little bit tight to put it. And if I could just do that, hold it, wanker. Well, it's about as close as it's gonna get. So this is my gun bag. This is my bullet and attachment bag, which also means ideally I'm gonna give this cartridge to Alex because I literally can't use it. Mainly because I don't have a gun that takes a cartridge. I've got most of my guns loaded from the front, the side, or something of the like. Now that that's empty, I'm gonna repack all my bandanas because capture the flag. And this bag is now completely empty, which means I can repack my school bag, which I'm gonna put you up on the bed for that. Bow chicka wow wow. No, you're right. It's gonna bug me. See, that's not that bad, right? Let's excuse the fact I don't have bedding on. I'm lazy. It's the only reason I have bedding on my wardrobe. So let's not worry about that. What I need, ideally, are my PE shorts, my PE shirt, which I have one of. My shorts are probably on the massive pile of washing we've got downstairs, or laundry if you're American. Saying that with such like malice in my voice. I don't mean that in a maleficent. I don't mean that in a twattish way. I'm just saying I don't think laundry sounds right. But that being said, I won't. I'm British. So this is my everyday pack of things. We've got my calculator, a green pen, a pencil, a highlighter, and my 30cm long ruler. I like long things. I can make these jokes now. I'm of age. So I've got these pens, which my grandma bought me right back at the beginning of year 11 and have lasted me till the end of year 11. And let's just see how many I've got left. I have 2 left, and that's a fucking scam right there. Look at that. There's all that ink I could be putting in. But yeah, I'm just going to reload that. There we go. We've got now 2 nice new pens. Ideally, that pencil could get done with being sharpened, and ironically enough, thank you to Mr. Button, I do in fact have a pencil sharpener and exam pack bag. So it's got a little rubber, highlighter, 2 pens, 30cm ruler, protractor, and a little note that's like an inspiration. What it says. Let me get my inspirational note out. You are the best. Which is actually pretty dope in my opinion. So I'm going to sharpen this pencil. I was not allowed to be around pencil sharpeners, believe it or not, for upwards of a few years. That's a lie, probably about a few months. God, this bin needs to get replaced because it's had some rank shit in it. And I can tell you, I've had at least 3 different people's DNA in there. 4 if you want to include mine, and they've got that pencil's already sharp enough as it is. Yeah, that blood ain't coming out either. So, take that as you will. That I've had, hang on, no, let me count this one up. So, I've had mine, Kian's, Lua, Alex, Alpha. Yeah, I've had 5 different pieces of DNA. Count it 5 in that bin. That's a lot of DNA. That is a lot of DNA for the record. I'm also not implying that it's cum. I'm implying spit for the record. Be it chewing gum or cigarettes. Primarily with the cigs, I'll lie you. And Alfie, to be fair, Alfie smoked. God. Yeah, no wonder my grandparents really don't like my boyfriends. They're all really shit. Most of them are really shit. God, by the time this video comes out, I might have a boyfriend. That's weird. He ain't ever gonna be able to scare me. I'm gonna put my pencil case back in. I'll get my exam thing. I'm gonna put it in. I really wish I was listening to Avenged Sevenfold right now, but no, I'm talking. God, you really can't see anything below my neck. Like, I might not be wearing pants, and you wouldn't know. I'm wearing shorts. We knew that, to be fair. Right, that's going there. I don't know whether or not it's a good idea to have these. Oh, hang on. These on there. Probably not. So I'm just gonna, you know. Deodorant. That's empty. Deodorant. That's gonna last me about 2 weeks. That's fine. I've only got 2 weeks left of PE lessons anyway, so I don't know. Being said, it's also nice and handy to have with me. Ideally, I'd probably want to bring a battery pack, and I do have one somewhere. Where somewhere is a good question though. This pencil sharpener is going to go in front of my bag because I forgot to put it back in the exam case. I also have this fancy little pen that my coach or my form teacher gave me. It was right there. That's going to go into my side pouch. Because there's a wire that feeds through, and I can have it attached to the side. However, that wire is currently being used to charge my Xbox controller. So, do with that what you will. I'm not going to have my Assassin's Creed shit on there. I will consider putting this in. It's mascara, by the way, not a strange anal pleasure toy. I've gotten really into wearing mascara because I like it. It looks good on there. I was literally about to go to it, but what the fuck. A lot of this is now basically just putting bedding on and cleaning my desk and taking washing down, so I'm going to kind of end the video because there's not really much else I need to do or say. But I've got to get the service shite done as well, so with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming to the video. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and if you want to be a true unit, make sure to turn notifications on so you get notified every time a little video comes out, because let's be honest, you all love my videos. With that being said, I'm going to love you all, and I'm going to leave you. Bye-bye.